See the fourth question. Demographic dividend in India will remain only theoretical unless manpower becomes more educated, aware, skilled, and creative. What measures have been taken by the government to enhance the capacity of our population to be more productive and employable? They are giving a statement and asking you to justify that in line with the measures taken by the government. So you are expected to write the government schemes and some examples. You have to write government schemes and examples which are trying to educate and put awareness, skill training, and also improve creativity. So it was a very, there are some series of famous initiatives in 2015-16, and hence this question was asked. Okay, just give the framework of the answer. Intro government initiatives way forward. Okay. Yeah, agreed, Jitender. So fairly simple question again. So what are the various, you can write about the introduction, okay? You can start introducing with definition of demographic dividend, because the question is revolving around this crucial term. The important term is demographic dividend, and then the second important term is the measures taken by the government. Okay, so demographic dividend, measures taken by the government. If you understand these two key terms, you are able to match them and then write your answer. So introduce the examiner by defining what is demographic dividend. It is basically the potential of the workforce available in the population. Okay, potential of the workforce available in the population. Basically, it is the working population of a nation. And then come to the measures taken by, and you explain how India is in the unique position of supplying workforce to the entire world for next 2.5 decades. Okay, because the average age of India has come down and the population of youth is now significantly higher, close to 40-50% of the total population. Now the India is in much better position to supply the demographic dividend or the workforce to the entire world, because other developed nations like Japan and European nations are aging. Write in 2 or 3 lines crisply about the advantage India has in supplying this labor force to the entire world, and then say that in order to cater to this unique advantage, government has come up with certain schemes or measures. And then what are the famous schemes? When you see the skill, you can immediately remember Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, National Skilling Mission, okay, and National Skill Development Program, okay, NSDP. And then the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana will allow the many youth to take apprenticeships. Okay, so these are the Skill India mission. Okay, and then with regard to the education, Okay, with regard to improving education, we know there is a focus. You can now define the national education policy. Okay, manpower becomes more educated, national education policy. Okay, and then already there are certain measures of free education for poor from 6 to 14 years. Okay, right to education, all these you can mention. How, and then the digital India machine, where a lot of classes of IITs and other technical institutes are now provided free of cost. Okay, and then awareness is basically empowering the youth to know about various government initiatives and also making them in general more competent. And then what are the aspects of creativeness? You can write Startup India, Stand Up India. And then there was this concept called Atal Innovation Machine, AIM. I don't know if some of you remember it or not. Atal Innovation Mission under Niti Aayog. Okay, so all these are important measures which are improving the creativity. Tinkering labs under AIM. Tinkering labs are where you can go and innovative. You can write the example of T Hub in Telangana, where innovation is encouraged, creativity is encouraged. You can make certain examples. Okay, and also you can write about the Digital India Mission. Okay, and then you can say Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is basically going to provide a lot of employment to the educated youth. So all these are very important, and you can say that the demographic dividend is definitely going to be there for next 2.5 decades. While skilling them and making them more creative is one important objective. The much more important objective is to firstly make them employable and then employing them, because employment is the secondary and the main issue which the youth are facing today. So you have to write that skilling them and making them market ready is one aspect. When they are market ready, someone has to absorb them. That aspect you write and conclude saying that we are in a very unique advantageous position in the entire world where we can supply demographic dividend, but the need of the hour is to make the youth employable, and for those youth who are employable, we need to create sufficient employment opportunities, where again the government has to bring in the private partnerships, along with it also being the crucial holder in creation of the jobs. Is it clear? Whose answers are this? How is that red mark coming? Can someone remove it? Whose answers are this? No name. Vasvi, how come no name? Okay, good start. Good start to your introduction. National Skill Development Corporation, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Yuva Yojana, Skill India Mission, Saath of yes. Yes. Good. Inspire Swayam MOOC. You have written so much content, Vasavi, but you need to have, one thing is you have written a lot of content, no doubt, and the content is relevant, no doubt about the content also. But the organization of the answer is very important, as we discussed. Try to organize the answer in a particular way. Okay, then only it will bring good clarity to the examiner about what you have written. So, whose answers are these? Whose answer is this?
Mine, sir. Sriram.
Sriram. Okay. Just seeing your fourth answer. See, Vasavi, what points you made, Sriram did not make so many points also. He has made maybe 70 to 80% of the points you have made. But the only advantage what his answer is carrying is the organizing part. Okay. You have made much more points. Okay. But Sriram has made 80% of the points you made, but he could still organize the answer in a way which is more appealing and which is more directly readable to the examiner. I hope you are understanding. Okay. I am just making comparison so that you will understand how to present. See, I am seeing his answer right now in the classroom, but just by skimming through the 2 pages, I understood what he wrote because I know the content and I have seen that content. Okay, he has made content. I have understood that you also have written content, but the content should be properly presented. Did you understand? If you can present in the similar way, your answer will have more marks because your answer is having more content and more information with regard to the government schemes. Okay. And you did not conclude. Always have a proper conclusion because that itself also will carry certain marks. Okay. Clear, Vasavi?